Sewing knitted blankets has been around for many centuries and is a great way to warm up to a cozy fire in the cold winter. Most are not able to achieve this because they lack the required skills to know, to sew, or knit fabrics and yarns. A new trend has started to help those who don't know how to do this, called a no-sew blanket or a tie fleece blanket. I've been making these blankets for my mom and grandma for many years, and we usually donate them to dogs and cats and animal shelters. Today I'll be showing you how to make a no-sew blanket through steps of gathering materials, cutting the fabric, and tying the fabric strands together. The first step is to gather materials. Today we'll be making these blankets for small dogs or cats. This blanket will be smaller than what a normal size is. This blanket will make sure that an animal is warm during the cold winter. This blanket requires 2 fleece that are 3 feet long and 2.5 feet wide. Also a ruler and a pair of scissors. You can find these pair of fleece at any craft store such as Joann's. You will need a different front and back for your fleece, or you can use the same. If you are going to use a different front and back, I suggest having the top fleece be printed and the bottom complemented. You will also need a pair of scissors. You can use fabric scissors, ordinary pair, or a rotary cutter, anything that will cut. In addition, you'll need a ruler to measure the sides. Or you can use a substitute, as long as you're able to measure. Lastly, you'll need a clean, usable work area to do this. You need a large area so you're able to lay down your blanket. Make sure your area is free from distractions so you don't mess up. Also, make sure your area is clean so the blanket does not get dirty. While doing this, I would recommend a partner. Many of these steps can get very boring and repetitive, but with a partner it will go much faster and a lot more fun. The second step is to cut the material. Begin by laying your 2 strips together, wrong side together. You'll be able to tell if it's wrong side together is if it curls up. If the fabric curls up, you will know it's on the right side. That is the right side, and the other would be the wrong. Once it's done, trim off any extra material. Cut off the curled part. Then cut 3-inch squares from each corner. This is the most important step. This will ensure that your blanket does not bunch up together when you're tying the knots. After that, cut small strips from each side. They will be 3 inches in length and 1 inch wide. When you're doing this, make sure you're cutting them together so that the blanket are long enough to tie. This may be different if your blanket is smaller or bigger. The final step is to tie the knots together. The first thing is to cross the top slit over the bottom. Now that is over, pull the top slit through the hole you have made. Furthermore, pull the slits in opposite directions. I would recommend to double knot it so that the blanket does not become undone. These steps will be repeated to every 2 slits. To conclude, all these steps will ensure that your blanket will turn into a final product that will bring warmth and happiness to whoever they're given to. Through the steps of gathering materials, cutting the fabric, and tying the fabric strands together, you will be able to make a tie fleece blanket. These blankets might be a fun project to do or bring warmth to cold animals in shelters. Whoever they're given to, they will bring joy to that person or animal. I believe such a small idea can make a difference in the world if people are brought aware of the idea. Thank you for listening.